I've been going back and forth all morning, thinking, thinking about, am I going to get my job back and seeing if there's still an opening or whatever. Because I'm getting to that point. It's not even because I'm broke. It's because of these responsibilities that I did not want to have anymore. No matter what I do, I just can't let them. I can't let it go. I can't. I'm the type of person that has to. Even though people assure me that they have it, assure me that they got it, that they'll handle it. Like I have to see it to believe it. Like I've been told too many times in the past, when people say that they're gonna take care of stuff, man, and then when the time comes, it's always a different story. Like I've always lived like that. Like I have to have the assurance. I have to see it to believe it. I have to. And it's getting to that point that like I'm kind of like starting to get desperate. I'm at that point where I kind of like need to do something. I need to take action now or whatever to prevent whatever I see, whatever to prevent whatever is going to happen in the future. But I keep being assured that everything's fine, that somebody else is going to handle it and they're going to take care of it. Like, and that's the whole just like the title. Like, what is there really for me to work for outside of just survival? Like when I really don't want anything. Like I've established I don't want anything in this world, man. I don't want nothing. I really don't even want to work for nothing anymore. Yeah, but I still have that nagging thought in the back of my mind, man, that to take care of these responsibilities, to just go ahead and just, like I'm out of the war right now. I'm out of the war of life right now. Like I'm out of it. Like I'm out of the war of life right now. I'd rather stay out of the war, but man, you just keep having this feeling like through these responsibilities because you're so used to taking care of it. Like you feel compelled, even though like it's not your problem anymore. You feel compelled, like to jump back into it, to re-enter the war again. Like and take your and take your place back if that makes any sense. Yeah, yes I do. I do feel that way. It's just not in my nature to like really and to leave things in the hands of others though. I like certainty. Like I like being certain that things are taken care of. Then I can move on from it. But even though I acknowledge that there's really nothing heck that I want in this world, like I really don't. Like what else is there really to even want to work for? Like I don't have a vision of what I would like my life to be or anything. The only reason why I've ever worked was just to make sure that that the people around me were okay. Like and just to be able just to have like certain things, like that I wanted, but it really wasn't much. Though. Just make sure that we were okay financially for whenever shit hit the fan. That's pretty much the only reason why I've ever really worked. And that's the only reason why really have to go back. Like to go back to like trying to even like do what I used to do. But at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice what I have on here, what I'm building on here, because this is what I would rather do. It's just not working out as fast as I had hoped that it would. Like I'm on the cusp of like, I feel like I'm on the cusp of like getting where I want to be with this. I think I'm like 379, 380 subscribers right now. I guess still not enough, but I wish that I had more success with this channel than I've had. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or whatever, but like I said, like I need to have that certainty that I'll be that these issues or whatever that these financial issues I'm dealing with or whatever that's like compelling me to like even think about going back to work again, even though I shouldn't with this heart condition or whatever. Like it's like really it's like it's kind of like the walls are like starting to close in, man, and like that's all that I'm really thinking about. Usually about life stuff and like a lot of mental health stuff. A lot of people say like it's like negativity and stuff like that or whatever, you know, like stuff like that. And I do post gaming videos and stuff too. It just depends, man. There's like stuff that I'm feeling like right now and stuff, man. Like you never really know what you're gonna get on here. But like I'm the type of person that needs to have that certainty that like I see it to believe it. I can't just go just on the word that people are saying they're gonna pay for this or pay for that or take care of this, take care of that or whatever. Like I'm the type that I have to do it myself, or I have to see heck that whoever's saying that they're taking care of it are taking care of it. Like, and I can't rest until I actually see it done or see it being done, seeing it being taken care of. But like I said, like I feel like I'm on the cusp of like kind of like getting this channel finally where I need it to go. Or I would like to get this channel monetized. I would like to get my subscriber count up to where it needs to be, and I'd also like to get the watch hours to where they need to be, because I'm still far behind on watch hours and stuff too. But I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like I've seen other people that I follow and stuff, and I watch their videos, and like they barely started on here, man, like a month or two or whatever ago. Whatever, man, like they already have thousands of subscribers, and I've been doing this for, man, should hit the last almost a year now. Like actively like doing uploading videos and stuff like that. Like, and I'm still here at this point. Like I've had growth. Like my growth is it's gone up. My growth has doubled like twice since in the time that I've been like doing this, like actively doing it. Or whatever, like, and that's good. I just wish it was more, but I just kind of feel like I don't want to go back to doing that. I don't want to go back to like to doing my old job, you know, because like a part of being forced to quit due to this heart failure was to branch out into something else, like to find another way to do things in another way. Because I really don't even want to go back and like I realized that like I don't like being cooped up on a job all day long. I don't like the whole 8-hour workday stuff. I don't like that at all. Eventually I get bored of being out of place. I like to just do what like job I need to do and then get gone. And I can move on to something else. That's what I learned. Like, and I've been like I was doing that job, man, for man, like down there 20 years total. And happy birthday. Like I've been kicking the idea around, man, since yesterday. Man, about about going back, like just so I can make sure that this stuff is taken care of. Because I don't want to get to a point where I am, where it's time to pay for this stuff, or and not have the money to take care of this stuff. But on the other hand, like I know that like even going like I really wouldn't even be going back to work for me, and really I really don't even like really live for me. I'm just here. I'm just here because I'm not dead, you know. But I don't really have that desire to work to live though. But it's just because it's just because everybody else is here. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's the thing though. And like they say they're gonna handle this stuff, but it's just not in me to like to trust people like that because I have to see it to believe it. Because and people say all the time, man, they're gonna do stuff, and then when the time comes to take care of it, like seems like people have amnesia and stuff, man. And I just don't really want to deal with that. That's why I stress over these things. Like that's what got me on here to even try to even like try to like build a channel good enough to like create an income off of this and stuff, and not have to go back. Like ever since I had to quit and I was diagnosed with this congestive heart failure, like I pretty much like said screw life or whatever, but it's not because of the heart failure. It's because of my experience with life, my own personal experience with life until like up until now. Like really made me not even like really want to be here. Like, and I still don't want to be here. It's just, hey, but I know I'm gonna have to do something in order to survive. And I question, what am I surviving for when there's really nothing that I want in this world or whatever. But like, I know I'm gonna have to work in one way or another. And then that question comes down to like, what do you want to do for work? Like, what do you want to put effort into? I guess pretty much just like always another question, But like, there's the things like your reality is gonna force you to do, even though you don't want to. You want to like like you don't want to give up what you're already doing. Like you don't want to make that sacrifice because man. Like heck, I don't want to give this up. Like this is how I would rather make an income if I can get this channel good enough, and people were and people will donate enough. Like every time I stream that, like if I could like get monetized or whatever, like through super chats and stuff like that, get to that point, and I was able to make like every stream like what I'm like what I was making, and not have to like put forth as much effort as I was like doing other type work and stuff like that. Like dude, like that would be great. Like there's nothing wrong with what I was doing, but I'd rather not go back and do that if I don't have to. Heck, but the thing is, I can solve my problem. I could solve these financial problems a lot faster. Like if I went back and did that now instead of waiting to try to build this channel up and get to a point of monetization and stuff. Now, so like I'm kind of like stuck at a crossroads, man, and in a rock and a hard place at the same time. Like, and that's my whole thing, man. And then like knowing that like I'm not really living for me, because there's nothing that I want. Like I don't want anything. I don't want the typical like lives that other people have and other people strive to have and stuff, like that kind of thing. Like I just don't. Yeah, if I know sooner or later I'll get, like, yeah, gotta get to the point where I won't have to worry about any of that stuff anymore, I don't have to worry about making sure property taxes are paid for and having money for vehicle repairs and like stuff for home repairs or whatever and stuff like that. But what is there really to work for outside of that though? Like I know that survival should be enough and heck, and that stuff should be enough. Like that's what it's always been for me. I just always felt that there would be something else. Something else beyond that, besides like just your wants and stuff. But there ain't nothing that if there's nothing that you want, you really have no real desire to really go to work, no real reason to. Like outside of just these responsibilities and stuff. I guess I'll just have to just make it just a certainty that I know for certain that it's taken care of because I'm doing it. I'm still thinking about it though, man. I just don't know. Let's check the comments here. Yes, it is a bumpy road, man. It's just crazy that I see so many people be able to get monetized like that. I put in all this time, and you see people not put in hardly nowhere near as much time as you have, and man, like they're rocking, man. It's crazy to me. Like then you start questioning yourself, like what are you doing wrong, or if even this is even right for you or whatever. I know. I just wish it would go my way, though. Hey, but I would like to get monetized on here, though, man. I guess, man, like the way I've always kind of felt about being in this world, even though I don't really care too much for it, stuff I have not had the best experience with it, or I just would like to. I would just like to go about being able to get by in the easiest way possible. Like I've tried the hard route, and it didn't work. And then like you see people like doing this, man, and being so successful. It's just crazy. No, but like it's not even a doubt or anything. It's just that I'm getting to that point where I'm like starting to feel that pressure, you know. Like, man, like I can go ahead and take care of this now or whatever, you know. Like by going back to get on that job, you know, and just suffering with this heart failure, you know, with how then that job would affect me or whatever, you know. Like, but it would be beneficial to my health though, because it's a lot of moving around and stuff, and it would help strengthen my heart and stuff. But I do all the moving and stuff like that. Hey, but I don't want to give up my freedom though either, you know. Like I like my freedom. Like to at the at the and do what I want to do right now, even though I don't have any money. I don't have an income. Like I'm completely broke now. Man, like I could work on the inside of the store or whatever, but I don't want to do any of that because then that would start messing with my mental, you know. Because like I like to see the fruits of my labor, you know. That's one thing I've learned about myself. Like yeah, I could work in a back room or whatever, you know, and be a stalker and all that. You know, like the objective is to like I guess to keep everything stocked, you know. Like you can empty out your back room, put in all that work or whatever, you know, and I just kind of want to get to a point of like making things as easy as possible for everybody else, you know, by doing your part and like keeping the back room clear. So like when pals come in on the track and stuff, you know, and those pals get worked and everything, you know, uh, like they can be able to put the backstock up, you know, and just keep repeating that process. Heck, but you know, but that process is not fine tuned like that. There's too many variables that can f that up, f that process up. You know, like, and that's what would get to me. Like, that's what got to me before. But like, I used to just push carts for Walmart. You know, like, and even though like that was a very steady job or whatever, you know, I could see the progress. I could see the fruits of my labor. You know, like I know every day that like I'll be able to start back at zero. You know if that makes any sense. Like like every day is going to would be I would start out in the same place every day. You know, and I would have complete control over how on how the day went. If that makes any sense. Get out of here, cat. But that's my thing. Like I'm conflicted with what I need to do, with what I want to do. One hand, I don't really care to work anymore because I don't care about my life like that. Really, I don't really care about living like that, really, or whatever. But at the same time, like in my mind, my mind won't allow me to not stress about these things that people have already told me that they're going to take care of. But I have to see it. I have to have that certainty, and it's that lack of certainty that I don't really have that's really like trying to push me into making that decision, or after going back and giving up the freedom that I don't want to give up to be able to do this. Like going back and doing that would be the most expedient path to get what I want, unless something here takes off on here. that can negates that or equals that at the very least. The amount of time that I can still do the same thing, and that's the problem. If I could make the same amount of money or more in 2 weeks that I could going back to my job, like it would be a no-brainer. I would stick to doing this. I would be good with that. But since it's not, I'm kind of like being like pressured into like having to go back to do that. So I have that certainty about these things that need to be taken care of. Like I've always been pretty independent. I don't like being at the mercy of others like that. Because you never know what could happen. That people could not be able to handle this stuff like out of no fault of their own or whatever, man. They just don't work out like that. Like there's just so many different variables, man, that can cause plans to go awry all the time. Like we all know this. We've all experienced that before, you know. I mean, like this right here is my thing, you know. My man, like the main issues in my life right now are financial. It's just figuring out how I'm gonna go about doing it. Yeah, but I'd rather just keep building my YouTube channel though, and hopefully get to a point where people be generous enough to like replace the income that I was, or replace the income through hopefully the value that I provide to people who watch my channel and stuff to be able to create income off of it, you know, like that, like that's what I would rather do. Like this isn't like a hobby. I mainly like created this channel to talk about like my feelings about life and stuff like that because I knew that I wouldn't be the only one like that feels this way. Like, and I was right. Like through the people that I've met on here and the other channels that I've seen and stuff. Like I know that there are other people who are in worse shape than I'm in and stuff that I've seen that I talk to on here and stuff. They go through the same thing and stuff. But like, I don't really consider this a hobby or whatever. Like I just mainly just wanted to. I mean, even when I was in that job, I did always want to make money in a different way because I've seen everybody else making money in different ways and stuff, you know. Like that's like the main reason why I'm on here. You know, just to express myself, to find other people who feel the same way about life that I do and stuff, you know, and eventually like open up a place that they can come to, you know, that we can talk about these things, you know, and draw strength from one another and enjoy each other's company and stuff like that, you know. 68. How's it going? Oh, that's the thing that people do. And, like, and you just see people like getting paid, like getting their lives made, man, for some of the craziest things, some of the weirdest things too. Things that like you wouldn't even like imagine. Yeah, we've all seen it. We've all seen instances of it, of what I'm talking about. So it's crazy. How's it going, Mountain Survival One? And then another thing about this whole working thing, and like I've always tried to live my life without. I tried to get down to a point where I could work the least amount as possible, so I could enjoy my freedom a lot more. Because I did used to enjoy fishing and stuff on my days off and stuff like that. Now, I don't want to spend my whole. I didn't want to spend my whole damn life, man, working 40 hours a week, like all the time, man. Like that, like just being on a job all the time, like it just wasn't. It wasn't for me. Not that much, you know. Like nobody can enjoy their lives, man. Like just wasting the majority of their time on a job all the time, you know. Like that's how you get burnt out with life, you know. Like that's how I was getting burnt out with it. Hey, but like, and I got down before I had to quit because I couldn't breathe anymore. And so I was working and stuff. Where I found out that it was congestive heart failure. Like I was working 3 days a week, and I was off for four. Like, and I had them all together. Like so, like I didn't have a problem with that. I have problems just working my 3 days straight and then having my 4 days off. I could wake up, I go with my uncles every morning and stuff on my days off, and we go fishing. 6 in the morning, we'd be on the lake. Rod reel's already out. We're casting in the water and everything, man, hoping to catch something, hoping to pull something out of the lake and stuff. You know, like, and I enjoyed that. Like, that's what I would rather do every damn day. Every day. And just be on the lake. Instead of being queued up on a job all the time. That's all I really cared about. Yeah, but I didn't have health insurance then and stuff because I've always been anti-doctor, anti-hospital and all that stuff. 'Cause I didn't want to deal with the bills and stuff. Until I was forced to have to go or whatever. Now they want to do these echocardiograms and stuff like that or whatever. If I end up going back, and I told I'm supposed to go see my cardiologist, I don't have any money for that anymore. I don't have insurance or any of that. Like, when I went back to work, heck, I'd have to maintain 30 hours a week, and I really don't even want to work that much. I'd like 24 hours a week. I was trying to phase myself down to just working 16 hours a week. Just working 2 days and off 5. That's what I wanted to do. Like, that was my goal. Like, to get to a point that I could work the least amount that I needed to, and still be able to support myself and be able to put up for my retirement or whatever. Like that was my goal. Like, and it still kind of is. Hey, but it's a no-brainer, man. Like what? Man, like why am I gonna spend 8 hours on a job, man? Let's say I think I was making like 114 bucks a day with what I was doing before I had to quit. Like, it's a no-brainer, man. Heck, if I'm gonna spend 8 hours a day just to make that, and I can be on here and possibly one day be on here, man, and and get super chatted that much or super thanks or anything like that, and get and be able to make that kind of money in a fraction of that time, like why would I want to do that? Like why would I want to spend 8 hours doing that when I can make that same amount of money, man, in a fraction of the time, or possibly even make more? Like that was my thought process. Man, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted to do. Whatever. I can stay on. I can be my own boss. You know. Like and that's really all I really had to go for. Like pretty much, because I do not want to give up that freedom. Like, my freedom is everything to me. Like, I don't have to worry about. Like, even though I had a good boss, I had good bosses and stuff when I was working. Like I like be taking my mom and my uncles and all them like to the doctor's appointments. So I didn't have to worry about getting those days approved and all that stuff. You know, like that's like what I mean by freedom. Like I didn't have to answer I didn't have to ask for any of that type of stuff. You know, like this whole thing here, like it's new, like to me. Like I worked at a grocery store, man, for like 20 years total. You know. Like, and I have nothing bad to say about them or that experience or whatever. I had some good bosses and stuff. Yeah, I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I want my freedom. I like my freedom. Like I want something different for my life. Like the only reason like why like I even like consider going back to that is because it's all I know. Like this is like my opportunity where I'm like forced to be to branch out into something else into doing something else that I could do with the limitations of like of this body now, you know? It's just that constant clash, you know, between like what I would rather do and what I'm being pressured into possibly doing, you know what I mean? Hey, I wonder that too, man. Because the way life has been going, man, I've always like kind of like tried to set myself up. I guess it is kind of like a minimalist type of thing or whatever, or the whole minimalism deal or whatever. Man, just to get by on the very least, man. That way, because we all know, man, that yeah, these corporations and all that stuff, man, they just have to try to control you. They just want control. Like, and that was another aspect of like going back to work and stuff. Like, I didn't like that. Like, especially like social media stuff, man. Like, you want to like try to control your personal life and all that stuff, man. Like, I didn't like all that. You know, like, I'm not on the clock, man. Then I should be able to do what I want. Like that's just always been my view, man. Like you hired me to do a job, man. Like and I did the job, and that's all that man. Like y'all should be happy with, man. Heck, 'cause I came in and I did the job, heck, that I was hired for, not being worried about what I do off the clock or what I post on social media and stuff like that. That's just always been my thing, man. Like, like I said, like I don't have a problem with my job or whatever, the job I had or whatever. Like they were great. I got nothing really bad to like really say about that or anything. It's just the whole aspect of like, the way this world has been designed, the way the system is designed to control you and to have as much control over you as it possibly can. Like especially like the whole insurance thing, man. Like, man, it doesn't matter like how many hours I work. Like for insurance. Like if I was working 24 hours a week, if I was working 16 hours a week, as long as I can pay for that insurance premium, that should be all that matters. I should not like I should not have to work and maintain 30 hours a week just to qualify for insurance. Like that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Or like even like people who like smoking stuff. Like hey, like they gotta pay extra. They gotta pay higher premiums because they smoke or whatever. Like man, like or like pre-existing conditions and stuff like that. Like man, people can't control that stuff. Like but they gotta pay more and stuff for the same thing. But like there's no difference in the care or whatever, or what that insurance policy is gonna do for them and stuff. You know, like just stuff like that. I do get discouraged sometimes though, man, because it's like I wonder, man, like what am I doing wrong here? Or maybe I just need somebody that has a bigger channel than me, man, to make to like put me on to other people, I guess. Try to get people to like to promote me or whatever. I don't know. How's it going, Dustin? I'm like still like considering it though. I'm kind of thinking about not going to see what's going on with that, just because I need to have that certainty. But I really need to find something to really work for anyway, though, even if it's not for my own life or my own survival or anything. Like I appreciate it, man. I do. And having faith and hope and all that stuff, I guess that's I've never really been in all that. Every time I tend to have hope about stuff, I end up getting let down. A lot of people say that I'm very negative or whatever, but I'm just a realist. Cause I have what's the word? Like I have the evidence to prove it. Yeah, like people tell me all the time, you know, like I should just like give my promise to God and stuff like that, and like how I feel about like my mental health and stuff, you know. Like I did a stream on that earlier this morning. It should be up now. As I kind of like try to like, cause like a lot of people don't understand me and don't understand people who think like me and feel the way that I feel about the world and life in general that I do and other people do. It kind of ranty or whatever, like it wasn't like a rant or whatever. It's kind of like not just like trying to not necessarily like dumb it down or whatever. You know, just like try to explain in detail like why we feel the way we feel and stuff. You know, like try to give people like a true understanding, like you know, just like breaking down the understanding of why we feel why we feel the way we feel, and what causes us to feel these ways and stuff, you know? Like people mainly have mental health issues, man, because they because we kind of realize that that the way we were taught the world was as children and growing up or whatever, you know, like like throughout our adulthood and stuff, you know, like over time, like throughout our lives, man, like dude, like we come to the realization, man, that what we've been told is a lie, like or the way that we were told that things supposed to be, like it's inverted, like it's completely opposite of what we were told and stuff, you know, and like even though, like in, you know, I guess the majority of people can like cope with that than others, or they just don't see that everything is inverted. See, the rules of life are inverted and stuff like that. Like, I don't really know what it is. Like, or it could just be like the crappy experiences that we've had, and that's the only lens that we see through. Because, cause like I said in that video, like it's only natural that people with positive experience of life are gonna see life in a positive light. You know, and vice versa. People with negative experiences are gonna see the world in a negative light. Like that's just nature of what it is. Like, and it can be through anything. Like the like everybody's mental health issues are different. They may cause from something different. It's different for everybody, and they have all different fears about the world. You know, about what they see in the world. You know, the majority of us like live in a why not us type of world. You know, why do we see other people being able to get the same things that we want for seemingly free or little to no effort, as opposed to other people? Yeah, yeah, that is true. Like I don't necessarily even like try to live with hope anymore. You know, like I just rather have my freedom. But even then, you're really not even free. You're not as free as everybody says you are, because there will always be somebody out there trying to that's trying to stop you from living how you want to live. Whether it be society or government or some sort of other authority or whatever. Even when you're not even bothering anybody. Like just because people don't want the same things in life as everybody else, you know, as everybody is like the norm or whatever, man. Like heck, like you're a problem. That's pretty much the way society is. Pretty much the way heck life is. Like oh heck, we gotta work 40 hours a week, so you should too. But you're a problem that you don't. You're a problem that you value like your freedom more than being here and working like the rest, working as long as the rest of us and all that stuff. That type of stuff. And then same people like use that as a reason for whenever you start having financial problems or whatever. It can't be that just like like especially like vehicle repairs and stuff like that. You know, like house repairs and stuff. Like, oh, you wouldn't have had that problem if you like if you were still working full time, if you were working 40 hours a week and all that stuff. Or whatever. But that's why you ran out of money because you didn't work enough. Like the problems are still gonna be there. Those problems are still gonna be there regardless of how much I worked. You know, like that type of stuff. I used to hear that crap all the time. Like because I did that. Or always being told like your life is what it is because of the choices that you made and stuff. Like I didn't choose to to make this fucking car freaking break down on me and stuff like that, you know? Like I didn't make the price of what it cost to have this thing fixed. And I didn't make the choice to have that happen over and over and over again in succession with something that's like as fast as it did and stuff. Like I didn't make the choice to have that happen. Like, and that's the way people have always like tried to come at me. Like, and it always pissed me off. Hey, I don't even know what my purpose is, man. To be honest, like that's another question. That's the main question I've always been asking myself, man. Since I was like 15 years old, man, I started questioning it. Like, what is my purpose? What am I really doing here? Like, I've never had a purpose, and I've been trying to figure that out. And I'm 38 now. People just keep telling me that God knows your purpose and all that stuff. Like, if God wanted me to know my purpose, man, then why did I still not know it by now? You know? Like people have always been trying to get me to go down that route. Man, that's just not me, because that's not the way the world works. Good people lead the shittiest lives, heck, and bad people lead the best lives. For some damn reason, I don't know why it's like that. But like I said earlier, heck, the world is inverted to whatever we were told, to whatever we were indoctrinated about it. I know, but I don't have a couple years. Like, if I'm not making money, man, I'm gonna be dead in a couple years. And that's another thing that brings me back, you know. So like even having this desire to live, you know. Yeah, I think to myself all the time, man, like why do I even want to even go to work, man, if I don't even want to live, if I don't feel I have anything to really live for. Then what's the point of all that? Like what am I even like really doing? Like why would I even subject myself to wanting to work if there's nothing in this world that I really want? It's not that I don't even doubt that I couldn't get these things. I just don't want them, you know? There's nothing really here that I really want in this world, you know? Like not enough to waste my time working for it or whatever, you know? Like I'm gonna have to set up a PayPal thing or whatever. I didn't want to go down that route because it's gonna cost me a lot of money, man. Whenever I have to, if I did have to, have to file my taxes and stuff, it's gonna be like I'm gonna do like an S corp type thing or whatever. But like I said, like all this here is a learning curve. I've never done it before. That's the main thing with the whole tax situation, the whole PayPal thing or whatever. Because people have been telling me to set up a donation type deal thing for donation stuff for a while. I just didn't like really like know what to expect or whatever. Because I know that like doing this, like I have to like send off like I have to pay the government directly by making man, what do they call that? Like estimated quarterly payments and stuff like that. And stuff. And if I don't do that, or if I don't send enough money, whatever, I get penalized and stuff like that. Like that's been my whole thing. The only way I can. Huh. What's going on there, Keith? It's not about the value of money. I know what the value of money is. Like my stuff is more finding the value of life, really. How are you like how are you like intending to like what was your intention with that statement, Ravine? Is that like a like you like trying to like shame me or something? If that's what they meant by that, is like a shaming, like shaming language or whatever. You know, like that's like the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Yeah, like this whole stream has basically been about like me being at a crossroads of like wanting to stick with this because like I'm trying to like eventually make an income off of this, but at the same time, like even though I've been told that like these responsibilities and stuff, these financial responsibilities or whatever that I normally take care of, like will be taken care of. Since I've done it for so long, like I have to have that certainty, like that's been taken care of. Or I'm gonna keep stressing about it until it's taken care of, or until I see that it's like really been taken care of. Yeah, but I know that I could take care of it myself if I ended up going back to doing the work that I used to do. But I don't want to do that because I would have to give this up, and I have to give up my freedom, and I like my freedom. I like the freedom that I have now. But like if I could match the income that I was making doing that on here, it would be a no brainer for me to just do this here. But like I'm like stuck in a rock and a hard place here. Like and just like question like just really just questioning like my whole like what am I really working for outside of survival when I'm really not all that concerned about surviving. You know what I mean? I could. It's just that I just like really question my I really just like questioning like my whole like real desire for get out of here, cat. Jeez, get out of here. Get out of here. I just really just question my true motivation for like wanting to subject myself to going back to doing that type of work when I could just keep my efforts here or whatever, you know. I had to fix the same problem, but by going back to that, I could take care of this problem much faster. But like I said, man, there'll always be somebody out there there'll always be somebody out there to have a problem with what you want to do with your life, you know, and try to spin it on you and make it like, oh, it's your problem, it's your fault that this is why your life is what it is. Like I'm trying to do my life in my own way, like, and you have a problem with that. Like it's not even about that. I just question like man, like every day, man. Like I'm always just always that whole, you know, like what am I here for, man? It's just another day. You know, like there's nothing here for me type of deal. Like so what like why would I even like I don't even like even care about like like living myself, you know? Like living like for my own life, you know? Like deep down like I really don't. And then I question it like why should I even like even work to survive? Why should I even want to work to survive? That's the main thing. Like, what would be my real reason for really wanting to work to survive when I don't want to survive? Or working for anything when I know that it's not really gonna, not really make me happy. Like, I'm not ever gonna feel fulfilled in life, you know? That type of thing. But I guess that person gone. Just, ravine or whatever. Guess she's no longer here. Like I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about like doing like people's hardships or people with worse hardships than me or whatever, like out there doing it or whatever. Like, and I should feel ashamed of myself for not doing the same based off of what they got. Like all throughout history, people have been in similar situations and stuff or whatever. Man, heck, if they can get the same thing that everybody else is getting, making a better way, then why shouldn't they? Like in a less extensive way, then why shouldn't they? Like heck, if people are willing to do that, it's just my thing about it. But that's what I'm talking about. It makes no sense to me to like to want to willingly choose like to go a harder route, like to get the same thing that I can do the easier route and end up with the same thing. Like or do it and more or spend more time doing it. That just doesn't make sense to me. Not now. Like the 18-year-old me thought that way, but not the 38-year-old me. Even if survival was just it was the end goal. Like for me, nah. Like if I can survive in an easier way, if survival really was the end goal, or it was my end goal, then I'm gonna do it in the easiest way possible. Like yeah, just like anybody else would. Nah, I don't want any kids. Like I will not bring kids into this world. I've already had to pretty much deal with that type of thing. I had to help raise my cousin's kids. Like for the last 10 years, man. Like like no, never wanted kids. Oh no, no, none of that matters to me. I rarely even like take pictures, man. Because I don't want anybody to really remember me once I'm gone. I have anything to really remember me by. Like I really don't even want people to even have a funeral for me or nothing like that. Like when I finally go. A lot of people always say that I matter to them and stuff or whatever, but like I don't really consider myself to be that important to people, or at least I feel like I shouldn't be that important. Because I don't really do much for people, at least not in my opinion. I know, but what am I really thriving for, though? What would I be thriving for? The the things that everybody else wants in this world, I don't want. I don't care to have. I don't care to have a nice house, a nice car. I don't care to have a significant other or anything like that, because I see the pitfalls of all of that. Like I've seen what people what people go through that already have that. What are you going after? Looks like this cat's about to go after something. I'm gonna flip the screen so y'all can see. See, look. Last time that cat did that, man, it's like it brought back a big ass field rat. Going after something. Must be another field rat. He clearly sees something. Just waiting. Waiting for its chance. I don't have a phone, Dustin. Like I have an email. What are you going after, cat? Oh, you're back. Thought you left. See here. This cat is disappointing me. I thought there was about to be some action here. Okay, Ravine, so what do you say to people who contribute to GoFundMe's and stuff like that then? Now you disappoint me, cat. Did all that moving and stuff and didn't do nothing. No, I got Facebook. I never had a, I never really had a use for a phone. You know, people try to convince me to get one. You know something, Ravine? I got a question for you. How do you feel about everyone that is uh that is making an income off of their channels and stuff on here? That people feel that they've gotten the value from to donate like to them. Do you feel the same way about them? Or people that are providing a service to everyone else? And you just look me up. It's Marcus Brown. Do you have you ever played Expedition 33? Like I have the final boss, Renoir. He's my cover photo. Like, oh, you'll see a little picture of me on it. But that's the one that I use. Yeah, you did, man. Didn't I appreciate it? Heck, I'm just saying, man. Like, heck, GoFundMe's not stuff. Heck, are no different. I just want to know if you have a problem with that too. Like, or everyone else that gets super chats on this platform and stuff like that. Like, this here is still a form of work. Talking about or talking about stuff or whatever. Like, that people clearly find value in or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be liked by everybody, and like, just like you're not gonna be liked by everybody. But like, our lives are our lives to do what we want with them and be how we want to be in them. Yeah, we were not meant to be liked by everybody. Like I said earlier, that's that whole freedom thing that I was talking about. You are not really free. Were you able to find it, Dustin? I'm gonna hang around a little bit longer. I would like to. I would like to know their response. I'm waiting to see if I get a notification. I haven't gotten a notification yet. Is your name the same on Facebook as it is on here, or should there be something else I'm looking for? Uh, can you can search locations and stuff off in a little search bar thing, right? You can put Maybank, Texas. It's just a guy from a game. Like an older gentleman, from a game, from the game. So did you find it? Nah, man, you're good. Like that's part of why I hop on here, man, because I like to hear people's opinions and stuff. I like to have some conversation going. Like I wasn't planning on being here this long. I planned on being here like just enough to long enough to get what I wanted to say off my chest or whatever, and then hop off. But heck, like we're at an hour and 24 minutes now. Like that's the kind of stuff that I like. Now I feel better that I've got this stuff off my chest. What is up with you, cat? You got a fur ball or something? What is up with you? What is up with you? Cat like trying to hack something out or something. That's weird. I guess like trying to throw up or something. That's weird. Like you're welcome, bud. You are welcome. Let me show y'all what this cat's doing. like trying to like hack something out. I don't know if y'all was hearing all that or not. Like got something in his throat or something. Are you still in here, Ravine? I was really wanting to know what you had to say about that before I left. I'm gonna go take my blood pressure and all that stuff after I end this live. I was gonna do that already. Like I said, I really didn't plan on being here this long. But I'm glad y'all came in and talked with me and stuff and liked and commented and everything. Alright, Dustin, I just got it. Like, I will accept it as soon as I get it done. As soon as I get done here. Alright, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Alright. I'll accept your friend request as soon as I get off of here. No, I'm a little disappointed. I guess she left on me. I was really wanting to hear what else she had to say about that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I guess I'm gonna hop off here so I can go sit down and rest, so I can take my blood pressure and stuff and see if these pills are working. But I appreciate y'all for coming in and talking with me, listening to me and all that. If I end up having some other thoughts and stuff come in my mind or whatever, then I'll be back to talk about that. If not, I will see you when I see you. But y'all have a good one, and thank y'all again. I stream pretty regularly. Like, I don't really have a specific time. Like, a lot of times it's hot out here right now, but like normally like later on in the day, like usually from like 6 to around like 8 p.m. my time or whatever. It's just it just depends, and like sometimes like I did one earlier this morning, like just because I had something on my mind. It just depends. Like, I'm very spontaneous. Like sometimes like I'll try to like I'll send out like a notification or whatever of like when I'm about to stream or whatever. Cause I like to do things for like while I'm thinking about it. Like for me, I think it makes the streams better. I'm not like trying to like do a script or anything. Like usually whenever like I have like the emotion behind it, that's usually when I like to do. But like it just depends. But like if you miss some or whatever, like you can always go back and see them. Like if you subscribed. Like so you really won't won't miss anything if you're subscribed. And I do like to hear about like what like people's opinions and stuff. You know, like leave me a comment and stuff. I try to get back to all of them as many as I can and stuff. But I'm gonna wrap this one on up, and like I said, I appreciate y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing, and talking with me and stuff. And I look forward to seeing you in my future ones and stuff. But y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good day. Peace.